the channel. So things have escalated quickly, and today I'm actually going to my first job with a client using my excavator. So it's just a simple grading job on the side of a new home. I'm gonna go out there and kind of help make it pretty with the excavator. This is only the second time I've loaded the excavator on the trailer, so stay tuned for that. This is my first job actually like working for somebody else. I've brought the skid steer around, graded out some neighbors' yards, cleaned things up, but what's exciting about this is the first time that another business has come to me and said, hey, we need some help. Would you be open to this? And I was very open and transparent about my experience level, which I have a lot of experience running equipment, but I don't have that much experience running the excavator, nor do I have experience actually working on other people's property. I do a ton of work out here on the farm, feel really comfortable with all of that, but this is gonna be my first time stepping out. So this will be a very vulnerable experience for me. Feel free to chide me in the comments below, but this video is gonna be essentially about what it takes to start your excavation business, mobilize equipment, get it out on the property, get a job done, a very simple job. So you're not gonna be blown away by what to do. But for anybody who's maybe thinking about jumping into the dirt business, excavation business, this is about how a part-timer gets started. I'll try to be as transparent as I can about all the things I'm worried about. So I've set very clear expectations with the contractor I'm working with, who happens to be a neighbor, who happens to be a friend. So I think those stakes are pretty low. But this is really going to be a video about what it takes to get out there, start doing your own thing, doing this type of work. And I'll share all the things I'm kind of freaked out about by it. Like, I don't want to tear up somebody's house. I don't want to dig up an electrical line. I don't want to blow up my transmission hauling this piece of equipment down the road. Notably, I'm only going 2 miles. So it's pretty safe. It's right next to the farm. This will be a good exercise just to start to learn the skills, the processes, the amount of time all this takes. So as I become a more advanced with the excavation business, I can get a little bit better with my processes. So that's what this video is about. Stay tuned. If you're on the fence and you're thinking about doing something like this, maybe you'll learn something. If you have experience and you think I'm a complete jackass, that's cool. Just let me know what I'm doing wrong so I can get better. At the end of the day, this is all about getting better and sharing an experience of a day one owner-operator excavation company. All right, guys, what do you think? Let me know. I want to put that bucket down a little bit more. Looks like I got enough tongue weight. I got a decent amount of squat up here. I do have I'm on 35-inch tires with a little leveling kit up front. Got most of that counterweight over the rear axle. So I think that should be good. Managed to get it really nicely centered on here. The stance of this E45 is pretty wide, but it just squeezes on there. I think it looks okay. Like I said, I'm only going 2 miles, so I'm not going to freak out about it. I checked the tire pressures, they're good to go. They have a little bit of bulge, but nothing crazy. And yeah, I think I'm going to just flatten out that bucket and then chain everything down. job site. Brought the skid steer over too. A little bit of mess up front in our work area that we're cleaning out right now. But here's the project. Basically, we're going to grade this out up to this fence line. All through here, you can tell it's kind of rutted up. A lot of rock in here, so that'll be interesting to see how we can handle with that, deal with that. Got to move all this out of the way. And then the idea is to get it 6 inches below this siding here. So that's going to be the grade. Bring that to there. And take the grading all the way back to the electrical box. marker thing up to 5 foot and 8 inches. There. You think that's kind of like this instant bucket? Kind of get it right on that. Just push it out. Do it. Oh hey, a little progress update on the project today. Essentially got into a little bit more than I'd bargained for. I thought I was just going to slick up the yard and make it look pretty, but I actually need to grade this out to code. So code is essentially 10 feet off that wall of the house right there. We need to be 6 inches down. So that's requiring me to actually do a little, basically a ditch here. I'm going to come in, I'm going to backfill with all the dirt to make it look pretty at the end, but this is a bit more specific than I had originally planned on. I thought I was just going to make it pretty so you can throw some grass seed down. As you can see, we've already stripped off a lot of soil back there, so I'll use that for my backfill. I'm cutting in a ditch just with my bucket, and I'm going to go soften those edges eventually, taper everything into that. I'm using the rotary laser transit to make sure that I'm on grade with all this. And that's going to be the low point, 6 inches down, 10 feet away. And then we're going to make it look nice and pretty off the side of the house once I'm done with this ditch. So there might be a better way to do this, I don't know, but I will set you guys up on a time lapse to show you what I'm doing. One of the challenges I'm running into is this dirt is just so hard. So this is on grade, but it should be a little bit below grade. The high part is over here. And then all right, so we got the swale cut here. This is all on grade or a little bit below grade for the slope. Should be getting progressively steeper as we go down. So all the water will drain out down the back. I might need to come in and cut out a little bit more in this area, but otherwise we're in good shape. The next part of the process is going to be kind of backfilling this in and making it look pretty. I'm going to do that with the skid steer. I think it'll go a little faster for me. Alright guys, got all the equipment greased up and fueled up, and man, I'm dripping sweat already. It's probably 9:30 in the morning here. Just talked to the foreman out here, and he is kind enough to cut me a little guide here for how he wants to see it graded, so that makes it easy. I just started backfilling stuff. We hogged out a bunch of material to get down to grade over here. Maybe too much, but anyways, I think we're at a good level. I can just come in here and back drag that pretty easily. Start slicking it up. I'm gonna feather out this little trench I made so that way it can be mowed nice and easily. This is that, all these little dots are the checks for grade. So this is 6 inches down from the side of the siding, 6 inches below that siding, and then it goes down. So just make a nice gentle grade into that ditch right there, which will soon just become almost invisible once I feather out that side. And then we got a bunch of spoils over here. Need to haul those off. Left my excavator bucket up in there like a real professional. And kind of clean up this stuff. But that's what's left. Hopefully I can get it done in a few hours and enjoy my Sunday afternoon not working. Although I will say I've had a lot of fun doing this. So I'm gonna share some learnings. I'll probably put them at the beginning of the video in terms of doing my first excavation project outside of the farm. the finished project. Get the swale cut in nice and smooth. Drains down through here. Got all that spread out. And then over here, there are a bunch of holes and gullies that I wasted those spoils on and smoothed out a nice little part right here. Filled in some holes. Looks good. Pretty happy with it.